Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Bar and Grill and the Blind Tiger Bar.
170 coming at you. 170.
Right. Did you notice something when you walked into the house? No.
Nothing particular. The fact that you were upstairs as opposed to downstairs with your legs up.
No, but you know, it's like the house is in mourning or something. Like it's darker and everything. Today.
Is there?
Well, the lights are off in the sitting room. The curtains are closed.
That's you saving a few pounds.
There's shit everywhere. Because we came back for the fucking weekend of the wedding.
Yeah,
and
you had some weekend of it.
Oh, but it actually feels like... Do you know what I said to Nicola when I woke up this morning? I was sitting at the breakfast table in the Victoria Hotel in Galway City.
Yeah.
I said, Nicola, I might walk outside and jump in front of a bus. I actually said, I'm contemplating walking outside and jumping in front of a bus.
You must have drank some amount of drink.
Because it starts on Friday.
It does.
And then it's Monday morning. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, for the love of tits.
Most people just reach for another pint at that point.
Yeah, I know, but and I was saying this to Kenny as well, the Eleanor's husband.
Oh, that's nice to hear.
Says I to him,
Yeah.
the more and more that you drink, the worse it gets then.
The aftermath.
And then you're wondering, will I just keep going here now because I feel terrible.
Yeah, that's how it starts.
We were drinking yesterday evening, right?
Yeah.
I was on the Smittix.
Yeah.
Right? And we were drinking for a couple of hours and I couldn't. And all of a sudden then, I actually turned to Kenny's parents and I said, I'm out to turn the corner now. About 5 hours into the drinking session.
Them being Americans, they wouldn't know what you were talking about.
Yeah, and they were also like, well, we never even bothered to try to turn the corner. We're going to go home. And I was looking around going, so does anyone here want to have the cracker?
Anyone that I can
Hello?
go?
I'm about to turn the corner, everyone. Does anyone want to join me?
It's mad too when you do turn the corner.
Oh, yeah.
It
great.
happens to the best of us.
Yeah, it's great, though. It's brilliant, like, when you get that feeling. I know I told this story on it before, but the worst hungover I ever was in Spain. And then when the next night I turned the corner, I remember saying to my friend Kieran, I actually don't feel too bad now. And that's the last thing I remember that whole night. You know?
I got abuse before we came on air.
Yeah. My wife, Nicola,
Yeah.
said the head knew.
It's bad when you have a pregnant lady abusing you for going home early from the wedding. A pregnant lady. That was a bridesmaid.
Yeah.
You know, she was up from 6 o'clock in the morning getting her face painted.
Yeah, she got the face painted. Yeah.
She
was a tiger.
Yeah.
And Lisa was a frog. And
Well, she getting her face painted at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I got up at a healthy hour of 9:30.
Yeah.
And at approximately 2 o'clock when the DJ just about finished, I'm gone.
Oh, yeah, so you finished right. You went right at 2 o'clock when the DJ
I wanted
finished.
to go half an hour before the DJ
You wanted to do the Irish goodbye and be able to
I
walk
said that.
out. Yeah.
I said, Laura, let's do an Irish goodbye. She said, no, we can't.
Yeah. No, but you
said-
could, like, there's a lot of respect for an Irish goodbye, you know?
Yeah, I
There's
said,
less respect for telling us you're going.
Yeah, I would have got away with more.
Yeah.
If I had just gone.
Yeah,
People
because...
would have assumed I was sick.
But you could lie about the time then as well.
Yeah.
What time did you end up going home? It must have been 5:30.
Yeah, no, everybody marked it when I left.
Yeah, because you said, I'm going, it is 2 o'clock now, and I'm leaving.
I did what babies do, and I just rubbed my eyes with my two hands like this, and I said, I want to go home. I want to go home.
And Sean O'Reilly was not of that opinion. He
Yeah.
was going, where's the next point? This is what was the most annoying. The reason we were upset with you for going home.
Oh,
Like, and we are. There was a big talk about it as
what's
well.
there?
Yeah, huge. We were wondering, like, I said, look, I'll tell him, but I have to give you the reason as to why. So half that wedding was American yesterday.
Yes.
And we had to show them,
Oh.
you know?
Oh, you had to. Oh, okay. You had to show them that everything they said about the Irish is true.
Yeah.
And I let the side down.
You let us down then. They were like...
Like, that guy there, he's Irish. He's going home.
Yeah, and we were like, no, he's not Irish, that fella, okay? His mother is from Armenia.
She's German for starters, anyway.
Yeah. His father's Armenian. I mean, that's not Irish tall. No.
Never mind the big ginger beard.
Yeah, no mind the head of them. No. So that's what happened to see. And we had to show them the crack. So, like, the proudest thing is, I love living up to that stereotype. The proudest thing is chatting to Kenny's father, Len, the next day.
Yeah.
Len T. Holt.
What
right?
about the names?
Len T. Holt. Oh, yeah, so...
Father's Len.
So the father is Lenny.
Yeah. The son is
Lenny.
Lenny. Then there's Kenny.
Then there's Kenny.
And then there's Jenny.
Jenny's the sister.
That's unreal.
Isn't that unreal?
But as I said that to Laura at the mass, I said, just imagine the naming. Like, it's unreal. And he said, yeah, but it's probably Leonard, Kenneth, and Jennifer.
No, it's Lenny, Kenny, Jenny.
Right,
Lenny.
so it is actually abbreviated.
Yeah, but my favourite response to something like that, especially Irish, like with is to be like, excuse me? Their name's what? Oh, okay. Then so we're just living with that then, are we?
Yeah.
You know?
What did you say to that lad anyway?
Says to him, proudest moment when he says, what time did you guys end up finishing up?
Yeah.
And I said, I think it was about 4:30 when I went to bed. And I knew that he'd go, oh. And I was like, no, there were still people going after that now, you know. Only if my wife was pregnant, I would have been still going.
Yeah.
I would take my top off to fight you now, if I'd be honest. If I, you know.
I had an extremely pleasant experience getting the taxi from the hotel.
Why?
Because there was obviously a large collection of the Americans
looking
to get home.
Yes.
It was too late.
Well, taxis don't go to Boston, but that, yeah.
No, but they were all standing there. But there was a queue of people.
Yeah.
But they started arriving as we were waiting for the next taxi.
Yeah.
So the next taxi was evidently ours.
Yes.
If an Irish group of people arrived at this point, there would be a fight over the next taxi.
Yeah, there would.
There would be no reference to the fact that we were there first.
Yeah.
It would have been, say nothing there now and this comes along.
Just
we'll
kidding.
Make out that
Just
we
kidding.
rang it.
Yeah.
We rang that taxi.
Yeah.
Who are you here for?
Seamus, you're here for us. Yeah.
Exactly.
Lovely.
And then it's just gone.
Yeah. So do you say that the Americans actually had a bit of respect about them?
They spent half an hour as myself and Laura waited up in the lobby. We weren't even waiting at the taxi area. We were waiting away remotely. We were remotely waiting in the taxi. And you could hear them talking. Yeah, those guys in the lobby, it's their taxi first.
Come here, they won't last a fucking day in this country.
Yeah.
They won't last a
They're
day
very
in this
kind.
country pulling off them kind of stunts.
Yeah.
That's one value that we do have to bestow upon them. Stop being so nice, because you won't last here. You have to be ignorant bastards
I have
to
say,
survive in Ireland.
A credit to Kenny. Who married your sister Ellie.
He did.
Everybody's I-E.
Ellie, Kenny, Jenny, Lenny.
Jenny, Lenny, the whole lot, lots of Y's.
Yeah.
But he made some very good jokes. I don't think I've heard a groom make so many good jokes since Paul Newell got married.
Certainly, like a American.
Yeah.
To buy into the whole, listen, this is an Irish wedding, I have to give these people the crack
But
now.
he's first of all espoused all the beautiful things about Ellie.
He did.
And said really nice things about her. And we were kind of going, this is nice and all.
Yeah, but this is very American.
This is what we expect.
Yes.
You're so in touch with your feelings.
Yeah.
You don't mind telling people.
Come away from yourself.
Come away from yourself. And then he said, it's been just great, but there has been its challenges. There has been their challenges.
There has.
And I was like, ooh, juicy.
Yeah.
But
imagine if he got really into there has been the challenges.
Yeah.
One night she kicked the head of me. She battered me. She left the house.
Emotionally manipulates me on a daily basis.
She does. I'm trapped.
Yeah. Help. But no, he pulled out some serious jokes. He said that since he's been with her, he doesn't understand half the stuff that comes out of her mouth.
Yeah.
Like sucking diesel.
Yeah, he said he's never sucked diesel.
He's never had a bell in his bike.
He said that this week alone it's always new. He said I'm only after finding out that I have notions.
And I have to address them.
I have to address these notions. I'm only have to find out about them. I don't know what it is.
What was that the one he said? Sucking diesel.
He said Eleanor told him one time, "You're all right."
Yeah.
And he didn't realise that was a serious compliment coming from an Irish person.
I love the bones of you.
You're all right.
Yeah, do you know you're not the worst.
Yeah, that's fucking it. You're not the worst. Yeah. You know, that's our way of saying I love you.
Yeah.
You're all right now.
Yeah, you're not
you know.
worst.
And then he wrapped up the speech by saying, "Ellie, I just want to let you know you're all right."
Lovely. Anyway, a big credit.
He really hit that misdirection punchline at the end. You know, I'm wondering who taught him.
Well,
you know,
I have an issue.
Go on.
You totally tried to upstage everybody involved.
No, I didn't. You
were asked to MC the event.
Yeah.
Right?
I spoke for 35 minutes.
At the very end, when everybody had done talking.
I spoke for 30 seconds.
No.
I'm going to get the time code back off the videographer.
It's nearly like don't get me started on Our Round of Ian, by the way. We've been playing at events where the whole crack of you can't play anything after Our Round of Ian.
It's the best trick ever.
I know, but
it's the best trick ever.
It just doesn't. I don't think that was what our national anthem was intended for.
Yeah, but at least now it has value. Never had value before. It means something now.
Imagine the national anthem of a country used specifically to tell people to shut the fuck up when it comes to more requests.
Yeah. That's why we have our Anavine.
No.
That's what our Anavine means. No more maniac. That's what it means.
But at the end of the best man speech, where no one was supposed to say another word, that's it. When the best man speaks, that's it.
Yeah.
You took the mic back off him because you were asked to MC because you didn't think the Americans would be good crack.
No, nothing to do with that at all.
Yeah.
Eleanor said, you are the most crack of anyone in the country.
Yeah.
Would you be the crack?
Would you be the crack? Because the Americans won't bring any. Contrary to what happened, that's what happened. They brought crack.
They walloped.
And you were upstaged.
Yeah, and I said I better jump 11.
And I said, I'm just going to say a few words myself to everybody going, now.
Yeah,
Is that your wedding?
I only said about 30 seconds. I didn't make one joke.
Right.
I said, Ellie, are you sure? No, I didn't. I said, Ellie, fair play to you. Because my father wouldn't speak a lot, right?
No, he was perfect.
This is what happens. The old fella came in. He said, I remember Eleanor, she wanted to go to Boston. Listen, thanks very much anyway, everyone.
But that was ideal.
It was perfect.
We really enjoyed Eamon's speech. It was short and to the point.
Yeah, but someone had to tell Elder she was
No, they
lovely.
didn't.
No one was telling Elder she was lovely at all.
No, she knows it.
Only the Americans. I said, Jesus, if someone doesn't step up here and tell her she's lovely, I have to fucking do it now.
You did. You said all the usual. Like it's because all the Americans missed the usual statements. Like normally, Irish best men spend half an hour going, "I'd like to thank the florist for the fabulous job they did.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank the butcher for the steak this morning.
Yeah, it was lovely now. It was a good cut now.
Yeah,
A lovely cut of beef.
I'd like to thank all the bridesmaids. Aren't you looking lovely?
Yeah, you have to do that.
The Americans were missing about 18 toasts.
They were. They missed all the toasts, man. We weren't clinking.
No, I had a full glass of wine left at the
Honestly, I couldn't believe they didn't address the bridesmaids at all. At an Irish wedding, you have to say, don't the bride. I don't care if they're the ugliest bitches you've ever seen. I don't care, honest guy, if it's 3 transvestites in fucking dresses.
You have to say
you
they
have
look
to
well.
say, Jays, they hope they look lovely today now, the girls. You have to fucking say it, Raymond.
Anyway, I just enjoyed the fact as well. You were getting mixed up in your who was coming next.
Yeah.
And your brother Joey corrected you in front of everybody.
You did.
You were going, I don't know now, was it Lenny or Kenny now next? And Joey was looking at his phone.
Yeah.
And he just out loud, in a room full of silence, went,
Yeah.
I think you'll find Mark, it's Lenny next.
No, yeah. I don't know how he fucking you. Did you notice as well that he big timed me at the end as well?
What did
Joey?
he do?
Because I finished then with a, well, hey, everybody, let's go enjoy the ice cream. Well, hey, because dessert was coming next.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was supposed to wallop back in with the tunes.
Oh, and he didn't.
I was stunned.
You stood there like an Egypt.
Stood there like a fool, man. I thought they were going to drop the lights and it was going to be a big. And then when the lights come back on, I'm gone.
Yeah.
And then people would ask the question, where did Mark go?
Poof of smoke.
And then Ellie was going to say, but Mark was never here.
Yeah.
And everyone would be like, what? And then that would be mental. And
Can I
that
ask-
never happened.
Can I ask you now, how do you want to work this? This is a short episode this week because you want to watch Liverpool game.
Yeah, well, I have to go and help out a friend doing a gig as well that I don't want to do,
Yeah.
which is brilliant. But I'm the only one who, even though I don't want to do it, I'm the only one who said, no, I'll still do it.
Yeah.
Do you know? Everyone else who didn't want to do it said, I don't want to do it. I said, I don't want to do it, but I'm going to go and do it. So I have a cunt of an evening ahead of me, Raymond. Yes, go
That's
on
a beautiful
anyway.
way of putting it.
Yes.
Yeah. So I have a list of things here.
Yeah, go on.
Do you want me to fly through them or have you any comments?
No, the only comment I have to make genuinely is, and I want to get the last comment in on this as well.
Okay.
Fair play to Ellie and Kenny.
Yeah, no, it was. I have to say, I'm speaking very favourably about this wedding because I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I thought
And
it was the best 3 days of
I
my
have
life.
some points from the wedding. Would you
Oh,
like
yeah.
to do that?
Go on, hit me.
So I did the whole you upstage and everybody.
I did.
Did you notice there was a drone at the wedding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But of course there's a drone at the wedding.
Very American thing to have at a wedding.
Why? Why are you saying that?
Do you know the Americans be big into drones? No?
Oh, for the love of fuck. I'm actually going to get sick, right?
That was-
I'm going to get sick.
That was
Why are you making this political now?
that was a joke that was made at the wedding. I thought it was awful funny.
I'm going to get
I
sick.
said, there's a drone. Jeez, that's lovely now. They get some lovely photos. And an unnamed source standing next to me said, Jeez, that's a very American thing, isn't it?
Oh, for the love of tits, man.
I thought that's a really good current affairs joke.
No, it's a really poor tasting joke.
Yeah.
At my sister's wedding.
And I shouldn't have probably said it back to Kenny at the end of the night.
Oh, you told Kenny then. Just to
Uh,
let you know, yeah, your country has a tendency to blow up the world.
Nice of you to bring a touch of it into the wedding.
Would you like to hear an anecdote about this? I saw something outside Kenny, you see, that is mildly relevant to the art of war. Very, very mildly relevant to the art of war.
Something you
But
know
I
a lot
made a
about.
big connection between the two of them, and then I told you. Just to make sure you feel like a shit on your wedding day.
Fair play to him though. He's a gentleman. He laughed.
Your people are a shower of war bastards. Huh? Fuck's sake. Ray.
Anyway, yeah, sorry. So there was that. At one stage, Laura was she was pulled out on the dance floor,
She got pulled out in the dance floor.
pulled
She
off
did.
on the dance floor,
She did.
and and you made an indication to me. You did something. What you did was you put your finger on your eye and you pulled your finger down.
Yeah,
on your
like
cheek.
I was crying.
Yeah, is that what it was?
I was like this.
Yeah. And I was like, "What's this signal that you're giving me?"
Do you not know this signal?
That's what I've remembered it from school.
Yeah.
It's obviously you were kind of saying someone's after stealing me your beer. As in, that's what you were telling me, wasn't it?
But what
That she's moved on.
the best thing I would be saying to you about this, Ray, is that it was 3 days, and you're asking me to remember 5 seconds at 1:30 in the morning. Like, I don't remember why I did that.
You did that because
I was probably crying, going, "She looks lovely at the floor." You know what I mean?
No.
I was saying that why was someone else? dancing with them?
Someone tipped off dancing with her. Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're saying. Was it a young fella?
But it just reminded me because that's something that people used to do in school. Where they just put their finger in their eye and they pull it down. And it's I don't know what the official explanation of it is.
I'll tell you what the official explanation of it is. You're playing a football match. You get a boost into the jaw, and the opposite. You're trying to hold it in.
Yeah.
And then the opposition player goes, "Are you going to cry? Are you?
Yeah, that's it.
You little bitch." And that's what I was saying to you.
It's a very
Are
Irish,
you going to cry, you little bitch?
It's very Irish. It just reminded me of that.
I mean, it's a great way to rub salt into the wound.
Yes, that's what it was.
Go, are you on the verge of an emotional breakdown? You little fucking prick. You know? But who was dragging her out dancing or whatever? Laura was brilliant as well. She didn't drink much at the wedding. And to see her level of excitement. Here's the best thing about Laura. She has a face.
She has fair play.
So there was a good wedding now. Really, no, she has a very animated face. She was a born actress, like, you know, and she's great to watch.
You wouldn't think she hated the whole day.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that at all.
Despised everyone.
It was only afterwards when I heard I was outside and I heard G
and her
chatting,
abusing everyone,
and then her saying this is the worst day I've ever been at.
Worst 21st I was ever at.
Other than that, I wouldn't have known that she had hated it. She played it off so goddamn well. You see.
Next up,
Gorilla Radio were unbelievable, weren't they?
They were.
Oh my God,
Ireland's top #1 Premier wedding band.
My favourite part of that again was that the Americans were looking, going, what are we seeing?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. They couldn't believe what they were actually watching.
Very good. Now
I love showing us off. I kept just winking at Americans, going,
"You like that
now?
Yeah.
Now you see, you know." And the big thing was they'd be saying, "Our weddings are over at 9 o'clock." I said, "You won't be fucking over at 9 o'clock round here."
I was in the same boat with them. I wanted to go home. Come here, fish goujons.
Oh yeah, come here.
An unusual choice.
Nearly ruined the day, really, if you ask me.
If you ask me, it was one of the downsides.
Yeah, I actually thought that I was going to go home after them,
because they looked like goujons.
Yeah, it was
chicken tasty tenders, and they weren't.
Nothing worse than seeing or not knowing a fish goujon after coming out and biting into the bastard.
And it's merely just a fish finger dressed up.
Yeah,
as a goujon.
I mean, it is. If I could say anything about Glenlow and its loveliness, I mean, I wouldn't go back there now again after seeing that it was a fish goujon.
Do you want to know how it could have got worse for you?
Go on.
Earlier in the day, your little nephew Jonah was getting fed some ice cream.
He was
in a little bowl.
He was,
and the ice cream was a combination of strawberry and vanilla sorbet.
Oh,
and that
lovely.
Then melted as the evening went on.
Of course,
he didn't finish it.
Yeah.
And then when your wife's sister Samantha was enjoying her first, what she thought was a chicken goujon, she dipped it into the ice cream and ended up with a mouthful of fish goujon
and ice cream.
And ice cream.
Oh my God! Can you imagine
the disappointment?
Can you imagine like what her mouth thought? Because the sensory world's like
she was expecting chicken and ketchup.
Yeah, and
burger sauce.
So her mouth was just going and stopped working. You know when you turn off a robot, it just goes. Your mouth can't be ready.
Yeah, for
when your mind is telling you this is going to be ketchup now and chicken
goujon and ketchup,
and it's baby ice cream.
It's baby sorbet and fish.
Oh fuck, man!
Awful dose.
Well, they nearly ruined the day, Glenlow. Now, thanks for that.
That's it. That's all the stuff from the. I'll move on to the next bit.
Go on, keep going.
That was the wedding over and done with. Fair play.
The wedding was unbelievable. Best weekend of my whole life.
Right. Next. I'm just going to go all through all this stuff, right?
Just wallop through your stuff, really.
I'm just going to wallop through my stuff.
Yeah.
Right. I get awful abuse about not wearing sun cream.
Yeah. So we delve into this a little bit now.
Yeah.
You don't wear sun cream.
I don't.
Which is funny because you should wear sun cream.
Should wear it, yeah.
But what you do instead, which is something I kind of half respect, is just don't go into the sun ever in your whole life. Now, Saturday, the day of the wedding, was
very warm.
It was crazy. What was the final
29 degrees.
I think it ended up being 65 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
So that was what it was in Salt Hill as well. Yeah. Right, no breeze, no nothing.
I had sun cream on that day, but it got in my eyes, and my eyes got all sore and sticky.
I hate sun cream as well.
Oh, I do.
Because you can't touch your telephone afterwards, can you?
No, or your vehicle, or you get them little paw marks on it.
You do. That's true.
But a good friend of ours, Cahill Mulhern, he made the point that, you know the way I'd solemnly get abuse after it about not wearing sun cream. Like, I get all sunburned, and Laura said to me, "Look at you now, I told you to wear sun cream."
Yeah.
And he said, "Isn't it very like people who accidentally get pregnant?
Look at you now.
Look at you now. You should have used protection."
I know. Well,
Look at you.
It is actually a great one, like, is the next day to say, well, that shouldn't have happened there. And you're like, well, that's why I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know that shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Like, hindsight's a bastard too. You know
But
what I
you
mean?
don't need someone standing there telling you.
There's nothing worse than when you make a terrible mistake is someone going, but did you not think of not making that mistake though?
Yeah.
Well, I did think about it, but I fucking made the mistake, didn't I?
Like sitting into a taxi with a loose pair of fitting pants,
Yeah.
and your car van keys perhaps in your pocket and perhaps slipped out,
Yeah.
and then you then have no way of getting home from Galway.
So here's the worst part, right? There's nothing worse than been drinking all day and all night. And
Yeah.
then you wake up and you go, I have to get my van in the venue that's 10 minutes away from here. And going, I can't find my key.
I can't find the keys.
That happened to a friend of ours, lads, at the
A very
weekend.
good
And do you
friend
know
of
what had to happen?
He's moved to Galway.
He moved to Galway. He's living on the streets. No, they had to put a key on the bus from Sligo to Galway.
A marvellous plan was hatched.
Yeah.
A spare key was got in Sligo,
Yeah.
was put on a CIE bus, fair play to Bus Éireann.
And did they charge you for the seat?
Absolutely not. He was delighted. He said, I'll take that now.
Fucking fair play to him.
So our good friend from Cavan had to meet the bus
Yeah.
in Galway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then-
thanks very much.
And then who had to collect his key when it was eventually found in a taxi?
Kendy.
Kendy did. Now, this Cavan man you're talking about, did he
Yeah.
organise any of this himself?
No.
So it was organised for everything.
Everybody facilitated this rescue plan.
So what did he have to do with any of it?
He had to sit and wait.
That perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, it's absolutely brilliant.
He alerted everybody to the fact the key was lost.
And then he said, work your magic, everybody.
Can,
I'll see.
Can everybody please sort this out
Yeah,
for me?
he said, you all go into the fucking the room. What's that called? The event room or whatever down the bottom of the Pentagon. What's it called again?
The situation room.
The situation room in the
Yes.
White House. You all go into the situation
Come up
room.
with a plan.
I'm going to give you an hour.
Yeah.
And then you come back and tell me what you're going to do for me.
Someone come back with my key in my van.
And then,
Then
that's
we'll
all.
go.
That's all that matters at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, keep going, Ray. Sorry.
Have you a birthing plan organised? Completely off topic now.
That's very weird that you asked me that. Okay.
Right.
So the birthing plan,
5 weeks.
5 weeks, Ray. And Nicola was maid of honour at the weekend.
She was.
She done a fair job now.
She did.
I thought at one stage in the morning
She outdrank me.
she was going. She outdrank you, man. She did up later than you now. I thought at one stage, in the morning that she was going to pass out.
Oh.
I looked at her and you could
From
see
the
the
face
sweat
paint.
actually dripping from her brow
Oh.
because of the heat that was in
Yeah.
there. Now this wasn't a cry thing like we're on about. It wasn't bad at all.
No.
So she did a very good job. Now when we were leaving this morning, I said to her, "Okay, that's it. We can have this baby now."
Right.
You know, that was the last big event that we had to get through.
Yeah.
Before we can now have this baby.
Yeah.
It's okay now. She can come out. So I knocked on the belly.
Yeah.
And I said, like, we'll have to. I was like, okay, you can come out now.
You
if
come out
want.
now. We're
So,
available.
How is she going to come out?
How is she going to? Is there a
No,
plan?
no. The birthing plan is make sure, hopefully, that she doesn't come during the Liverpool match. That's the only. That's the only because that'd be obviously very, very annoying.
Yeah.
You know. Other than that, the birthing plan is to just go through it and see what happens at the time. It's the same way that we're treating life afterwards as well. By the way.
Okay.
We got advice for the last 3 days.
Yeah.
Right. And at the end of the day, none of it means anything
Until you're in it.
until you're in it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter a hell. Now,
Oh.
I did learn a lot, though. I did learn a lot.
Can't wait till you're in it and we talk about it.
Yeah, no, because that's the thing. But I did learn a lot this weekend, now, because there was a lot of kids running around the place at that wedding.
There was.
You know, and I learned that you'd want to have eyes in the back of your head, number one.
Number one.
The next thing I learned is that if you think you're going to have the crack, you have another thing coming.
It's not happening.
Because that child wants to have the crack instead.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
So I've seen so many kids and parents go, like, eventually, Lisa and Joey did it right.
Yeah.
They brought hired help.
They actually hired in sophisticatedly talented.
Now, I don't
babysitters.
want to call them out, right?
Yeah.
But they bought a load of refugees, okay? From West Africa. And they shipped them over, and they mind the kids now whenever they're out. And it's very, very cheap labour.
No.
It's absolutely perfect.
No, it was
okay.
Lisa's mother and her boyfriend.
It was Lisa's mother and her boyfriend.
Yeah.
It wasn't West African slaves.
No, it wasn't.
No.
No.
I was joking when I said that. Did you know that?
I was hoping you might be.
But because that's what you need to have if you want to go at the crack. Because Colin now is at an age where he is loose.
Yeah.
He's 3-year-old, Ray.
But he knows how to run things.
But he's running everything.
The camera ran out of film at one stage, a disposable camera, and he realised this and immediately wanted a new camera. So he threw on the waterworks.
Yeah.
To which Joey panicked and went to find another camera.
Do you know what happened in the church?
What?
They were trying to take photos.
Yeah.
Colin was having none of it.
Right.
He was just lying on the ground. He was going, no,
No.
you have no bargaining chip here.
No.
I'm lying on the ground. I'm not doing this, right? And Joey went up and just picked him up and he whispered something in his ear.
Yeah.
And you could see Colin, you know when someone's been told something?
Yeah.
It was like that moment. It was like the moment when they came into the school to George Bush to tell him that 9/11 was after happening.
But his face didn't
You know,
light up.
yeah, no, you know when they tell him and he just looks,
Yeah.
like, right?
Yeah.
And then he just went about his business.
Yeah.
Joey whispered into Colin's ear just like that. And Colin looked past Joey's head like, and then
Yeah.
just nodded his head.
Yeah.
And he took about 10 photos.
And what did Joey say?
Joey had said to him, Colin, if you please just take one photo, I'll get you an ice cream.
Oh, wow.
And he didn't even react to it. He
Yeah.
just went,
Okay. Oh, so it was the George Bush reaction.
I will play ball now.
I understand what you're saying to me. I will play ball.
Yeah, I'm going to play ball right now,
Yeah.
just for this moment. And like at 3 years of age to have the wherewithal to go, you have a deal.
But they have
You know?
they're manipulative little
Yeah, no,
bastards.
they know well what's happening.
Yeah.
Like, they know what's happening all the time.
They're very smart.
I'm still doing that to Mam. Like, Mam was trying to get me to take photos.
On the ground.
And Mam, I would lie to the ground.
Yeah.
Outside.
In your little black suit.
And Mam came over and said, Mark, I'll buy you a brand new Skoda Kodiak if you
No.
take one
Is
photo.
that what you want? Go
Yeah, so I got up and I said,
fine.
and I took one photo. Then for the rest of the day, so I get the Kodiak on Monday.
That's
But kids, doesn't matter how old they are, they know what they're doing.
They do.
Okay, no, sorry, go on. Have you more?
I
shit
have
there
more
that you
bits.
want to go? Go on, keep
Right,
going
so we
through
did
your
the
bits,
birthday
right?
plan.
This can't just all be about the fucking wedding. Every time
No,
it
I'm
goes
going
back to the
to.
wedding.
We played solemniser Tinder.
Oh my God! Can I talk about what happened as well, though?
What?
You played solemniser Tinder, but can we tell what actually really happened? Can we tell the real story at the end of this?
Well, I'm going to tell the story. So,
Are you going to tell the real story?
I think it's the real story. You tell me if it's not.
I'll tell you if it's not the real story.
Okay, so solemniser, there's a website, Irish spiritual connections or something like that.
That's right, but
yeah.
it's actually not a website. You just close your eyes and you think about it, and then they know.
No.
They know that they're like, oh, Ray wants us.
It's a website and it's got about spiritual connections.
It's all about spiritual connections.
Yeah.
So if you want a sodomizer, you just close your eyes, and then Mary goes, oh yeah, that's Ray wants me.
Spiritual
Perfect.
connections anyway. Hold on there, Brendan, yes? Solemn, I said solemn.
Sodomizer, yeah.
Yeah.
We might have said that they were sodomizers.
They're not.
Sodomizers.
Solemnizers.
They're solemnizers.
Solemnizers.
Yeah.
So the solemnizer will marry us.
A sodomizer will marry a sodomizer will
Do something else.
They will.
Yeah.
They will, Ray.
So
They actually will
solemnizer
go.
has legal capacity to give you a legal wedding.
And sodomizer has no legal capacity, regardless
want
of what they say.
What they say or
Don't
they
trust them.
Don't trust the sodomizer.
No, I don't care what kind of paperwork he has.
So we went on to the solemnizer's website and we were looking for a local lad with name in the heart.
Right.
He is a fantastic solemnizer.
Lovely.
Solemnizer.
Sliger.
What?
Sliger.
Who?
I just mixed up Sligo and sodomizer. Is he from Sligo?
He's from Sligo.
Is he?
yeah.
Okay.
So anyway,
He's Sliger, is he?
We basically we wrote a little message to the Spiritual Connection, said we want End of Heart to do us on the 30th of September 2023.
Okay.
And they came back and they said End is not available. I didn't even say End is not available. They said you've been assigned Minister something something. And a picture of him. And we kind of went, that's not Enda.
Yeah, are you sure that's it?
So I rang Enda because his number's on the internet.
Right.
And I said, Enda, what's the story? I said, we were after not getting you.
He said that's the end of story now.
It's the end of the story, yeah. So I said, are you not free? And he said, no, I'm not free. I'm doing another wedding. And I said, any chance we could break this couple up? Like, we have time to do it, like.
Yeah. I go to send Laura out to your man's house.
Yeah.
She's going
and
to
I'm
try-
going to spread vicious rumours about the town. Oh, they're cheating away on each other.
Oh,
yeah,
the fuck,
absolutely crazy. Sodomizers. Anyway, we realised we wouldn't get a young Enda Hart. So we were chatting to Enda about other options.
Okay.
And myself and Laura then looked through the big long list of pictures. So it was like Tinder.
So you see pictures of them.
you
and
just
go,
see the
"No,
picture and the name and there's reviews.
I
of
don't
each
like
one.
that beard.
Yeah.
She's not great.
She's not great.
Yeah, okay.
So Laura picked out a few and we checked to see if they're available. No, they weren't available.
Laura
and then
picked these out.
Laura said, I said, look, Laura, pick the ones you like the look of. I don't want anything to do with it.
That definitely didn't happen.
That's what happened.
No.
So she did. She picked out the ones she liked and I checked her availability and every time now she was getting tired at this point.
Yeah.
We were sitting in the living room with Sean O'Reilly,
Yeah.
who will be on best man duties and
Yeah.
he was enjoying the crack. Laura was getting tired. And Laura says to me, we had arrived at a girl called Aoife
Yeah.
and I had said, Aoife's available. Would you like Aoife?
Yeah.
And Laura says, I'm tired now. Can we leave this till tomorrow?
Yeah.
And I said, no problem. Now, I was chatting away with Enda, and Enda was on the website, and he said he was kind of going to do the booking for me.
Yeah.
Right? So, in the end, anyway, Laura says, I'm going up now, getting ready for where I have to go because I'm tired.
in the
and I
end.
said, that's fine. In the end. and so she left the room. And as she left the room, Enda texts me back because I had inquired about Aoife, and it turned out that I booked her. So, I booked Aoife.
But did you know you booked Aoife?
Oh, I knew I'd booked Aoife.
But I thought-
and Laura had got a message to say,
Yeah.
your fiance's after booking me.
Yeah.
Right?
But did Laura not say leave it till the next morning?
She
though?
said leave it till the next morning.
That's weird, but why didn't you do that then, though?
Because Enda kind of spurred me on, and I ended up booking Aoife.
So what did Enda say? Because he must be a good salesman. What did Enda say to you in 8 seconds?
I don't know what it was.
Because Laura hadn't made it to the actual staircase to go up the stairs,
So
and you had booked Aoife.
I booked Aoife well. Like.
So in 8 seconds, Enda, unless Enda's next message was, book Aoife, or I'm going to burn your house down. In that 8 seconds.
So Laura came bounding down the stairs again going, did you just book Aoife?
And you didn't know she was going to get a message on her phone, did you?
No, I forgot.
So you said, this is actually what happened. You said, listen, Laura, we're in this together. It's 50-50.
Yeah.
We're going to decide on this tomorrow. You go up the stairs, get ready for bed.
Yeah.
And all the while you were a little tip-tapping on the laptop saying, Aoife, I can't wait to see you on the date. You're booked.
You're booked.
And she gets a message on her phone that says, your fiance's after booking Aoife, congratulations. And she comes back in and the keyboard's still warm.
Bless you.
The keyboard's still warm.
Yeah.
And you're like...
And she said, she in the road, you just book Aoife?
Yeah.
I said, I booked her.
Yeah, but why did you do that though?
Because
I need to get into the
it was
psyche
just
of
a
your head.
miscommunication. I was going for it, and then Enda pulled the trigger on it.
No.
And I said, hold on now. I said, we'll leave it till tomorrow. And then Enda said, I have it done.
Ray, you may be able to lie to your fiance, but you're not going to lie to me now, okay?
Right.
You decided, I have no patience. I'm not waiting until the morning. We're so close to the finish line. I'm not waiting until the morning.
Okay, there might have been a small bit of that.
And also as well, you told me as well, and this is nothing to do with what Laura told me. Now, Laura's trying to get out now since that incident, by the way. No, but this isn't what happened. But earlier on, you said, I let Laura pick a couple of them. I don't believe that.
I did.
I don't believe that for a second. Yeah. So, because Laura whispered to me during it, she said, I'm dealing with the biggest fucking groomzilla.
Is that what it is? Groomzilla?
Groomzilla that I've ever come across.
I booked Aoife anyway now, and Aoife's booked. Okay. Now, another funny part of this was that while this whole debate was happening, Sean O'Reilly was reading into it, and he was hearing more the Mayo interpretation of having booked someone.
What does that mean?
You know, if you said you booked her.
Yeah. I didn't even think of it.
I know!
Did you hear Ray's book at Aoife?
Yeah. Did you book Aoife? And I says, Laura, I said, I did book Aoife.
Yeah.
I said, why did you book Aoife?
That's mad. You think that.
Yeah.
Oh, he was booking Ray was booking Aoife. She's a sodomizer who was booking her.
I booked her. That's the story of Aoife anyway. Right, 3 more items left. This is a quick one. How are we for time? We're great.
Yeah, and I'm absolutely pumping sweat again.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Go on.
The cat.
Yeah. Oh my God, this fucking cat. This cat is cat, Ray.
There has been...
Do you know I heard Laura say something on Saturday night? Or on Sunday. Yeah. She was like, okay, we better get going now because we have to go home too.
Feed the cat.
No. What's the name though?
Ula.
We have to go home and feed. You have to get home to Ula.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking God, Ray. How did you end up in this situation?
Well, it's just the cat arrived. Laura fell in love with the cat. Now the cat lives in the house. As in, the window's open, the cat comes in and out as she pleases. Right? So now the cat is in at night time. But the cat made a grave mistake last night. The cat was getting on with everybody. Right? Everybody was... Even Sean O'Reilly was enjoying the cat.
Right.
Right?
This is a dirty old piebald stray.
No, it's a lovely little stray.
No, it's a dirty old piebald old
boots and
mange.
Nice. No.
Oh, that cat has shingles.
No,
100% it does.
Last night, Sean O'Reilly, he had cooked his dinner, which consisted of 2 burgers.
Focus.
And he ate one of the burgers before he left for the gig. And then he was dying to get home after the gig, and he landed home, and where the second burger was left on the bacon tray on top of the oven, the burger no longer existed.
Fucking cat.
The fucking cat had eaten Sean's burger.
So, listen, here's the thing now.
Yeah.
Long enough due, because you just found out the value and the real of a cat.
The cat, the problem, and also the cat woke up at 5:30 meowing out to the door.
Yeah, but you know what? No, but you're getting past it all, right? You're fucking. It's such a misconception you've had, like, because you're after presuming that a cat gives a fuck about anybody.
That's true.
And they don't. They only care about themselves.
Yeah, they didn't. Not one thought was given to Sean O'Reilly and what he'd eat when he comes home.
That cat wasn't thinking. That cat was thinking. Yeah. Will I leave it for Sean when he comes home? That's his burger. He's out gigging in Lily's. Yeah. Because cats have that perception. They can do that.
They can do that.
And the cat said, no, I'm not. I'm actually going to eat it because I want it myself.
Yeah,
and do you know what happens, Ray, then?
What?
Sean doesn't eat. Ever. And Sean dies.
Yeah.
Right?
And
Sean's dead on the ground and the cat eats Sean then. Because Sean's not cooking food for the cat no more. I'm going to eat Sean now.
How would you feel if you came home for the burger you're looking forward to, realise the cat had dead and you had forgotten you'd lost your keys the night before?
I know that the ISPCC now are going to lose the head. I'd boot that cat so far down Chapel Street, Ray.
The cat will no longer be let into the house at night.
Okay, so
'Cause it's not
but is the
suitable.
cat allowed in the house at all?
It
now?
can come in and out during the day if the cat wishes.
So it's up to it's the cat's wishes.
If the cat wishes, yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're keeping this cat. This is your cat.
This is our cat now.
Okay, so you and Laura get married next year.
Yeah.
Will you still have that cat at that time?
Oh, that'll be interesting.
Are you going to dress that cat up in a tux?
The cat is already dressed in a tux.
Huh?
It's already dressed in. It's got little white boots and it's got a little shirt.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it actually looks like the cat's wearing a
Does
tux
it?
at all times.
Is that cat going to be at the wedding?
Possibly.
Oh my God! You picked up a mange old shingles-ridden cat, and it's going to be at your wedding.
Next point.
You're going to put the fucking keys around its neck, aren't you?
Something like that.
It's gonna,
Keys?
it's going to eat them, or whatever it is.
Yeah,
the rings.
The rings, yeah.
Oh, what happened, Ray? You were never like that.
I know, but it's, I'm going along with things.
Man, cheeks, man, go like cheeks will change a fella. Like,
I got caught out.
what?
Got caught out today.
Right, go
She
on.
landed into the room. She was wearing a beige jumper.
Who? The
Laura.
cat now, was it?
Laura.
Oh, Laura. Sorry, yeah.
She says to me, she said, I don't like this jumper. It's washing me out.
Careful.
I was fucked.
Careful.
I paused.
You paused.
I paused, and then I said, I have written, it's a beautiful jumper, Laura, was what I said. And then she looked at me and said, have you?
That's not what she asked you.
Yeah.
That's not what she asked you.
No. She said, does it make me look like a biscuit? Like a hobnob. I was like, it's a beautiful jumper, Laura.
That's the wrong answer.
It's the wrong answer. I got
The-
caught.
The
Oh,
right
they're
answer
deadly.
is you look lovely in it.
You look lovely. Yeah, I'm not at all. It doesn't wash out at all. It's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
lovely colour on you.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
highlights your
no,
eyes.
not that it's a lovely colour on you. It's the colour. You're lovely for the colour. Really,
You're
is
lovely.
what-
Yeah, you're winning for the
That
colour.
colour really suits you.
Yeah.
Oh, but I hate the way they corner you like that because you're not ready.
She wasn't cornering
And
me.
your
She-
heart skips a beat, like.
Oh, I was.
Because you have to be warmed up for something like that.
And do you know where I was? I had one sock and shoe on one foot, and I had nothing on the other. I was ready.
Are you
I was,
actually still doing
I
that?
was doing sock shoe.
You're the weirdest person that's ever lived. How on earth is that really a thing?
I'm
that
enjoying
you're
it.
doing?
I'd encourage.
I'm
going
going to try it before the gig tonight.
Try it, but stop halfway through.
And-
you have one foot dressed,
Yeah.
and stop, and just take a minute to think about the word.
Take it in.
Yeah, take
I
a
don't
minute.
know.
Yeah, that's all the bits except for the last bit.
Okay.
Right.
Go on.
Also, before we go to the last bit, then we do the shout outs at the end.
Oh,
Well,
whatever you got to do, bitch.
Yeah, right. I have a moral quandary for you,
Go on.
and I don't know will this work, but sure, I might as well try.
That's all right. Go on.
So I want to put yourself and the listeners into this position.
Okay.
You have decided to take a couple of months out from your family life here in Sligo,
Lovely.
and you tip off to the Amazon rainforest
Yeah.
to do a dose of hiking. None of these things would be something you do.
If
but-
I was getting fiddled with by whoers.
Imagination, you're out in the Amazon and you're hiking, you're building a tent every night.
Can I dress like some Amazonian tribes?
You, at this point, I have to make you imagine you are a celebrity.
Okay.
So you are really well known the world over,
I love it.
right?
I love it already. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
so
there.
You're a well-known, world-renowned celebrity and you're hiking. And you get sick and tired of being on your own. You're missing people, you're missing contact, and you'd like to sleep with a roof over your head for a night. So you decide to venture into a local village.
Yeah.
When you venture into the village, you realise that you've come at possibly not a very suitable time, in that there are a large number of highly trained guerrillas, like rebels.
You mean not actual gorillas?
Not guerrillas, no, I realised I was going wrong there.
Yeah.
Rebels, who
Okay.
are deciding to try and take over the country, and they've made this village their base of operations.
Holy
Right.
shit.
But you've walked into this situation.
Class.
They've rounded up the inhabitants of the village, and they have them all in the market square,
Right.
right? Because they have market squares in the Amazon.
Yeah. I don't think you're
Just
describing
like Charlestown.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Fucking etiquette's there. and
Yeah,
all.
so they've all the inhabitants, all the villagers lined up. And the head of the rebels has decided, I'm going to now execute 20 of these lads. And next thing you walk into the market square in Brazil, right? And in the town of Brazil. And all of a sudden they turn around and they say, Jesus Christ, it's Kendy.
Yeah.
Right? World famous Kendy from the podcast.
Who knew?
Who knew he'd be walking into our
And I'm
village?
butt naked.
No, you're not.
I walked in balls naked.
Okay.
I'm trying to just visualize it.
Right.
Sorry, no.
Butt naked.
So
And
they see me come in.
but you have a backpack.
Oh my god, I've backpack
and a
on.
fanny bag. You know
Every-
the wee what you call bag.
Fanny bag, but it's not covering. The tip is still popping out
Tip
the
is still
bottom.
popping out the bottom.
I just trying to visualize it
Yeah,
properly.
so you got to visualize. So
Okay.
the rebel
So it's
leader,
about 6 inches below. Okay,
the
perfect.
rebel leader Pedro, right?
Right. What does Pedro have to do with this? lads?
Pedro is the rebel leader.
Okay.
And Pedro looks, you go, oh my God, it's Kendy. And all the lads and all the gorillas are happy out looking at you as well. It's great to have him there. But it's not going to put them off doing what they're doing. They're still going to take over the country and they need to do a bit of execution.
So what did they say about me?
So to say to you, come here, we want to honour you on your arrival. We're very happy to see you. You're not in any danger.
You're not going to be put in.
We're not going to do anything to you. We're just delighted to have you here.
Right.
But to honour you,
Great respect, Dad. Like to be that famous.
Yeah, we were planning on killing 20 of these people that we've lined up here. Right, collection of people, 20 of them. We're going to shoot them all in the head.
Lovely. Can I pick them?
Because because you're here, we're going to let them all live except 2.
Okay.
Which you are going to pick.
Okay.
So you have 2 options.
I'd say you see that fucking one that's looking at me, Gammy.
You have 2 options. You can either go, Pedro, I appreciate what you're doing here, but it's not for me. I don't want to do any harm. I'm just going to leave. I'm going to just keep on going.
Start backing up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And I'd say,
thanks, thumbs
do you know what
up,
I'd say
Joe
to them?
Falk laugh.
I'm leaving a trail on the ground with the Mickey. Don't follow that.
Don't follow that.
Don't follow me.
Yeah. So you can either leave. That's your first option.
Yeah.
Or your second option is you can say, right, I'll shoot.
Brilliant.
I'll pick the 2 that you
Brilliant.
shoot. So this is a moral quandary that I've given you now. There is no third option.
No, I know. That's perfect.
You've literally only 2 options. You can either leave or you can save 18 people
Yeah.
at the expense of 2.
I have a lot of respect for old people.
Can you honestly tell me what you do in this situation? You would.
I have a lot of respect for old people, right?
Now, I don't mean joking now. I wanted to get into your moral compass.
But I'm not. Will you fucking listen to me, Dad?
Right.
This is true.
Okay.
I have a lot of respect for old people, right?
Okay.
But, I mean, if their race is almost run.
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't like people to know that this was what I was about to do.
Right.
I would ask everybody in the cage what age ye.
Okay.
And whatever the 2 top numbers are.
Right.
I'd say, there's your 2.
Would people not think people would lie? They'd catch on to what you're doing.
No, they wouldn't catch on to what I'm doing.
I'm only 29.
Then I'd pick the 2 oldest looking then.
2 oldest liars.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then also, but you know what I'd also do? I'd get them all to start ratting on each other.
What?
I'd ask one of them.
Yeah.
I'd
Who do you think I should pick?
So, no, I wouldn't even put it that way, though. I'd just say, what's the story with your man?
Right.
And then they'd either go, no, there's no story with him.
Yeah.
Like, I'd point out another random one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'd pick a random one to point out another random one.
Yeah.
What's the story with your man? Why is he like... And then they'd either go, nothing. Or if I go, what's the story with your man? They might go, actually, he's like the town fucking child diddler.
Oh,
and
right.
then you'd be like, is he actually? Yeah, he actually is. And then I go, good note.
Good note. So he'll try.
Might not get him killed,
Yeah.
but it's up there. At least I have an idea now.
So you'd announce to the 20. Can everybody please let me know if there's any of you amongst you
A
that
diddler.
probably should get killed?
Yeah,
today?
yeah. Or I do it like Father Ted.
Yeah.
Write me a letter as to why you shouldn't be killed.
So you're getting Pedro and the gorillas to hand out bits of paper and biros. I'm going to give you 20 minutes now to write a letter. Yeah.
Right.
And then one of them stands up and then drawing a picture of themselves in the nip.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
I didn't know what the idea was. I just threw myself in the nip.
Just threw a little bit with me dog.
With me dog. But it's such a good question though, Ray, because like...
Can I tell you why it's a good question?
Why?
Because it apparently pits the 2 things you don't want to kill. That's the universal human thing. That humans do not want. No, they don't. Humans don't want to take another human's life. That's A.
Why?
And B, they want to do the best they can in a situation. So they want to do. Well, I have it written down. They want to do no harm, do good and no harm. So you want to do good. So you want to save people, but you don't want to have to kill people to do it.
Who doesn't?
That's a universal moral thing.
What was the first one again? You don't want to be known to have killed people.
You want to do good, but not do any harm doing it.
And what's the first one again? You don't want to have killed people.
You don't want to kill people.
Who doesn't?
But you don't want to kill people.
Is that...
You're not trying to tell me that you actually would be up for... Would you be enjoying shooting the 2 diddlers?
But most people you're saying has this moral trait.
Yeah, it's a universal human thing in all societies on Earth. Most humans don't want to kill.
My eyes are dead.
Dead inside.
I'm dead inside.
So would you go?
No,
would you kill the 2?
No, but I think there's also another human trait, Raymond, which is called assertiveness,
Right.
and control.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And you saw it at the weekend.
Right.
Kendy, MC. I thought I'm gonna be the best goddamn MC you ever seen in your whole goddamn life.
Yeah.
That's an assertiveness to take control of a situation.
Yeah.
And I have the beans, Ray. I'm full of beans, me.
Yeah.
I have the beans to stand up and go, I can evidently see that 2 dying is better than 20.
Yes. So
And I'm going to wear it on my back.
Right.
Point out the diddlers to me, please, everybody.
Can someone please stand up? Can the diddlers please stand up?
Yeah. Could the real fucking village diddlers please stand up?
Please stand up. Please stand up.
That's what I'm saying. And even if it's not the village diddler, even if it had to be the owl, I want the owl man to say to me,
Look at
Kendy,
yeah.
it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. I have a granddaughter in this same cage.
Yeah.
I have a granddaughter in this same cage.
You probably will get a couple of volunteers.
No, but the biggest question that we haven't asked yet is, I mean, if these are revolutionary rebels,
Yeah.
I mean, aren't they not just going to pillage everybody anyway?
No, they were just so impressed with seeing you.
So when they're so impressed with seeing me that they have lowered their revolutionary expectations. We were going to take over the country, Kendy, but we're actually just going to kill two people now.
They wanted to make a statement, but they were going to make less of a statement because
it was me.
Along.
Okay.
In honour of you arriving at the village at this very opportune time.
Yeah.
Look, at Kendy's here. We're going to save 18 of you.
Yeah. I'm glad, like, you didn't give me the option of, they said, Kendy, they kill you or the 20 people. Because, my phone would be pretending to be rang so quick.
Sorry.
Hello? Sorry.
Hello.
Yeah, you need me for another film.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just about to die.
Yeah.
Are you sure you need me now? Because they're actually going to kill me. Okay, I'll be back then, whatever, you know?
That's it now. That's all my bits.
I'd love to know if people have the same idea I had.
I'd be interested.
You know, like, if people were like, I that's what I'd do.
I think that the majority of people would say, I'd be saving 18 people here.
Because I think it's cowardly to go, no, nothing to do with me.
Yes.
Yeah, so you have to step out, man. Take your Mickey out.
Yeah.
Show them your balls.
You are. You were in the nip.
I was in the nip, but I was there.
Are you regretting that now? You'd rather be wearing facing the situation you're now facing. I thought this was a great idea.
It would be a little bit embarrassing to have to make that decision.
Yeah.
And you're kind of standing there and your balls are just like, you're just like, jeez, I wish you wore shorts. Just a good decision to make.
Lastly, before we get on to the announcements, would you have sausage rolls as a canapé at a wedding?
But it depends what you're calling them all, though.
Sausage rolls.
Okay, well then,
fat lumps of sausage rolls.
Yeah, you would. Yes, you would.
Apparently, you shouldn't.
Why?
Because apparently they're messy and they get over everybody's suit.
Yeah, but they do. But like, just eat
greasy.
them with the plate, like that.
That's what I said.
We had a voulevant. I love voulevants more than anything. But these voulevants were so fancy. They weren't called voulevants. They were called
a boosh.
A boosh. And you said that's a mighty boosh. I just fucking said, Ray, geez, you're on the ball. And then you went home.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, go on. Okay, so announcements, Ray.
Live show.
Live show is coming up, right? Yeah. On when?
5th of September.
Now, is the 5th of September the next time people are actually going to be able to hear us?
Oh, God, yeah. This is it now.
What date is today?
Today is the 15th, and
so,
this comes out on the 16th, 17th, 18th.
Okay, so the next live show is actually the next episode.
Oh, wow.
The reason being, Ray is going on holidays. Where are you going?
Rhodes.
He's going getting Rhodes, and he's going to get Rhodes. So Ray's going
I'm
going to
try your holiday.
With the lovely Laura. What, doing nothing?
Doing nothing. I'm going to try it.
Not going to work.
I'm going to bring a book.
No, you're not going to do that, though, because you won't lie out.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to take photos. I'm going to send you videos.
Are you going to go see castles and islands?
No. No, I'm going to no castles, no
What
islands.
does Laura want to do? Does she want?
She wants to do that. She wants to do Kendy holiday.
Eggs Benedict by the pool.
Yes.
Yes, bitches.
Chandler Teeks.
Get the cheeks stand of herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has to get the cheeks stand of herself.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the 5th of September, which is a live show in Anderson's.
So sorry for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, is actually the next time you're going to hear from us.
Yeah.
Okay, very, very sorry about that.
It's Ray's fault.
Ray's got to keep his bitches happy.
If we were any good and we were like the Tommy, Larissa and Hector podcast, we would have done some sort of best-ofs.
Yeah. Do you know what the worst thing about that idea is, Raymond?
What's
we
that?
don't have any editing team behind us whatsoever, which is exactly why Patreon people didn't get a video last week.
Speaking of Pat, they did not.
No, didn't get it last week at all.
Yeah, bad. I told you it was easy.
I know, but I ran out of hours.
Right.
I ran out of the time.
Right.
Like, there was none of us.
Right.
And then I had to go for the fucking full weekend.
Sorry.
So they didn't get it. This is the problem with Kendy and Raybo. We don't have an editing team. And we're afraid to give it off either as well to somebody else.
Yeah.
So sometimes mistakes are made, but you'll get two this week.
Make sure you sign up to the Patreon for this
absolute
failure of delivery.
That was the first time it happened in a very, very, very long time. Obviously, it was a good week. But you get both of them this week. As well as that, Brendan has taken over the control of the Patreon, so he will actually keep promises.
He'll get it up.
Yeah, he'll get it up.
No better man.
No better man to get it up now than Brendan Tierney. So
sign
up to the Patreon at patreon.com/Kendy Raybo podcast.
And if you're looking for a bit of live music this weekend,
go on.
Shame It Out Band is in the marquee.
In where?
Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre.
No way.
Yeah.
That's like the best gig of the weekend.
By the way, them young lads were on there last Saturday.
Who's that?
Groove Line.
Oh, what were they like?
They were grand.
But they just have the best. You just must say.
They were
Why
great.
would you not print it up like? They were great.
I was going with what your sister is. She's all right.
She's all right now.
Yeah.
No, so that must mean like that Anderson's just has some of the best live music.
Best live music in the town.
That is so weird, like that we've got onto that topic. Unbelievable. I wouldn't go anywhere else in the whole
There was
world.
actually Kristen on there yesterday. It sounded like a banging disco.
You know, there you go. So you can have a christening in there as well.
You can have your christening in
It's like they cover every event in there.
In fairness to them.
Oh, unbelievable.
I get awful ick when you do your pretend advertising.
That's real.
That's not.
That's not acting.
Yeah.
And the Oscar goes to for Anderson's build-up.
Yeah,
Kendy.
well done.
Listen, Ray, enjoy your holidays.
Thank you
boy.
very much.
And me and Brendan are going to be here, man.
Would you do an episode without me?
No. Look, I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Because you can if you want.
Fair play to Brendan for flicking the keys off
Yeah.
himself. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
If Derek
ladies
is
and
available,
gentlemen. Yeah.
by all means, ask him down.
Yeah.
Do an episode, put it out while I'm away. I'll really enjoy listening.
Well, it'll be better than this, for
Yes.
sure. I'd love. That's what everyone really wants, you know.
Well, give it a go.
We're going to give it a go. We're going to get Derek. No, don't fucking promise them Derek in, you prick. Don't promise them Derek, because now they're going to go, oh, Derek's going to be
That'd
here.
be great.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Like, everyone loves Derek.
Yeah.
Everyone hates Ray.
Mind you go off and marry
That's
him.
fucking true.
Yeah.
Ray, fair play to me.
Fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck.
The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre and Wonderful Food Items, and the Blind Tiger's marvellous alcoholic fruit drinks.